Hi, I'm Dr. Robert Griffith, and I know a lasting marriage is a very serious thing. But to start, let me share something kind of funny. A groom once made a deal with the minister at a rehearsal. He said, if you leave out all that love, honor, and obey stuff, I'll give you $100. The next day at the ceremony, the minister asked, do you promise to bow down to your wife, take her breakfast in bed, fulfill her every desire? The groom gulped and he whispered, I thought we had a deal. And the minister handed back the money saying, your wife made me a much better offer. Marriage can be funny, but it needs to last. So let's get to some of the hard, serious, and also encouraging parts. Wrong expectations can lead down a wrong path. Many people get married with the wrong expectations. And Hollywood tells us some very compelling messages. You complete me. You are my everything. But the truth, those words are really meant only for God. No human being can complete you. Only Christ can. Your spouse is a gift, a helper, a companion, not someone to take the place of God in your life. So when you build your marriage like a triangle, you, your spouse, and Christ at the center, then everything changes. In Genesis chapter 2, verses 18 and 21 through 24 says, Then the Lord God said, It is not good for the man to be alone. I will make a helper who is just right for him. So the Lord God caused the man to fall into a deep sleep. Then the Lord himself made a woman from the rib, and he brought her to the man. At last, the man exclaimed, This one is bone from my bone and flesh from my flesh. Marriage was God's idea from the beginning. Christ at the center makes it strong. So here are 6 foundations to a lasting marriage. Number 1, see marriage as a gift. Your spouse is a gift. 2 are better than 1. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9 through 10 says, 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone when he falls and has no other person to lift him up. Marriage is a partnership. You lift each other up. You strengthen each other. Number 2, stay connected. Life is busy. Work, kids, stress. Sometimes we isolate ourselves, but marriage is not meant to be living on separate islands. If you've been disconnected, start with honesty. Just say, I'm sorry, I've been disconnected. Then reconnect through intentional time together, listening and speaking each other's love language. Whether that's quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, or physical touch. And then there's number 3, protect unity in conflict. There's an illustration where if you have a glass full of beads and then it gets bumped, some of those beads are going to come falling out because whatever is inside of you, when there is conflict, that's what comes spilling out. So conflict is inevitable. Division is optional. Think of marriage like a vase of those beads. Each conflict or hard word adds stress to the vase. Without prayer, the vase can break. When bumped, the beads, like I said before, can come out. Whatever's inside you will spill out when bumped with conflict. But when you pray together, you empty yourselves of that pride, jealousy, and hurt, and you fill yourselves up with the fruit of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, self-control. Ephesians 4, 2 through 3 says, be completely humble and gentle, be patient, bearing with one another in love. Make every effort to keep the unity of the Spirit through the bond of peace. Marriage is not about proving that you're right. It's about protecting unity, valuing the relationship above pride. It's hard, but you can do it. Number 4, forgive quickly. We all get bumped. We all get offended. We all get hurt. Words are spoken, emotions flare, pride rises. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 32 says, be kind and compassionate to one another. Forgive each other just as Christ forgave you. Romans 12:10 says, be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourself. So forgiveness is choosing 100% love every time. Marriage is not 50-50, as though many people think it is. It's 100% and 100%. And that 200% is God math right there. Number 5, pray together. The most powerful weapon is prayer, and prayer is glue. John 15 in that chapter says, this is my commandment. Love each other in the same way that I have loved you. There is no greater love than to lay down one's life for one's friend. In Matthew chapter 18, it says, if 2 of you on earth agree about anything that you ask for, it will be done for you in my Father, in his name in heaven. For there are 2 or 3 that are gathered together in my name, there I am with them. Here's a compelling statistic. According to the Gallup poll, couples who pray together daily have a divorce rate of less than 1%. That's powerful. Prayer invites Jesus into the center of your marriage. And a cord of 3 strands, a husband, a wife, and Christ, is not easily broken. That's Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 12. And then there's number 6. Choose love daily. Marriage is a daily choice, not a one-time event. In Philippians chapter 2, verse 3 and 4, it says, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain or conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of the others. Love is an action. Love is sacrifice. Love is choosing every day to honor your spouse and put Christ at the center. And then there's number 7. Counseling is very wise. Don't wait until it's broken. Seek guidance. Preventative counseling keeps your marriage healthy. Don't let shame stop you. Christ blesses wisdom, and you gain wisdom through the counsel of many. Legacy marriage is bigger than happiness. It's about legacy. Your children, your friends, and church are all watching you. So when your marriage reflects Christ, it leaves a lasting witness. Prayer, love, forgiveness, and humility. These build a marriage that inspire others, and it glorifies God. So today, as a married couple, start by prayer. Pray together daily for 7 days. Just try it for 7 days in a row. Watch your marriage grow. Watch your family thrive. Watch your home reflect heaven. In 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14 reminds us, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and heal their land. Your marriage is part of that healing. Make Christ the center. Leave a legacy. Build it to last. My name is Dr. Robert Griffith, and together with Christ, we can build something that will last today, tomorrow, and forever. For more teaching on building a strong, healthy marriage, visit robertgriffith.org. Again, that is robertgriffith.org.